1 year. Exactly 1 year has passed since I first started this series that I fell madly in love with due to countless factors that made it one of my favorite things ever. I won't analyze the characters objectively, I won't talk about why they are considered well written, but I will only talk about how I relate to them personally. I've never been good at expressing my thoughts, since I've never done it, so there will surely be many things left unsaid and also things I haven't been able to explain well. I'll talk more about some characters than others for various reasons that I'll probably go into more detail about throughout the video. Before I get started with the actual top 5, I want to show you my honorable mentions. School Rumble has a pretty large cast, and narrowing it down to just 5 characters was truly painful. I love these characters deeply, but unfortunately, they didn't make the top 5. The characters I want to mention are 3, Togo, Makoto, and Tenma. I won't talk about them, but each of them represents something very specific that I love about School Rumble, and I couldn't start this video without mentioning them first. With that said, let's finally begin my top 5. In 5th position there's Akira. Because of the way she looks at Harima so many times, and because of some scenes like this, I always got the impression that she knows everything, that she understands much more than she says and then she lets on. She gives me the impression of being a normal person in the stupid and absurd world of School Rumble, and that makes me very sad because yes, she is, because his character is an important comic component within the series, but in my opinion, being too mature at a young age kills something inside, a part of one's happiness, especially in a bizarre universe like this, where everyone seems to be able to have fun without consequences. It saddens me that she's different from the other characters and therefore, like me for obvious reasons, can't fully enjoy herself with them. Because I would have liked to live with those characters, I would have liked to live in School Rumble, I would have liked to love and be loved. Come on, maybe in another life. School Rumble, for me, is the manga that best manages to talk about love, and I say this knowing full well that this is an unpopular opinion. Along with this, however, there is another theme that is not often considered and which it manages to show in a surprisingly sincere way, the values of a man. And Hanai embodies all of this in his relationship with Harima. He's strong, serious, and determined. For me, Hanai is my ideal best friend. That friend you argue with, clash with, and confront, but who, at the right moments, becomes a brother. In fact, I deeply love that kind of rivalry that, when it really counts, turns into brotherhood. It's a dynamic that I've always found incredibly powerful. For example, the relationship between Vash and Wolfwood in Trigun, or, to cite something much more famous, certain moments when Zoro and Sanji find themselves forced to collaborate in one piece, when their differences disappear and only mutual respect remains, implicitly shown. I think this is one of the many reasons I like him so much. There's a lot that could be said about Eri. She's a complex and extremely pivotal character in School Rumble. But, on a personal level, she's not one of those characters I feel deeply connected to. But perhaps we do have something in common. I think we both share a desire to be seen for who we truly are, as well as a mask that hides constant emotional turmoil. And I also believe that, much like me, Eri pretends not to be influenced by the people around her, when in reality it's just a way of protecting herself. Behind that confidence, I see above all a fear of rejection and a desperate need for approval from others. And perhaps it is there, in that fragile and hidden side, that I can see myself in her. One of the biggest problems in my life is shyness and social anxiety, and seeing a girl who fights the same battles as me every day made me feel, at least for once, less alone. I too consider myself a caring and kind person, but Yakumo's perfection is something unattainable. In her I see a philosophy that I have carried in my heart for a long time and that is slowly consuming me, the existential isolation. Behind a gesture that may seem natural or banal to her friends, lies an internal struggle that one cannot even imagine. No one can truly understand what other people feel. It may seem silly and banal, but it's something I'd like everyone to keep in mind. We've buried all our emotions and thoughts inside ourselves, and just the thought of reorganizing them all tires us. With each passing day, we forget a sentence we wanted to say, and now it's simply too late. Perhaps if someone actually reached out to us, it would hurt even more, because we already know we wouldn't be able to express ourselves as we'd like. And the most frustrating thing is that, even now, I can't explain it as I'd like. I'd like to say so many other things, but I can't, it's all been buried inside me. I'm not sure, but maybe that's also why Yakumo was so close to me, because you don't need to speak to truly understand each other. I hope you understand what I mean. I wish she were here, by my side, every day. She's simply my soulmate, it's just that we were born in two different universes. My spirit guide. The same thing can be said about others' misunderstandings, and in his case, you already know what I'm talking about, so there's no point beating around the bush. Harima proves that I'm not the only one who feels out of place, misunderstood, living in a world that seems to be going in a different direction than mine. If I see this philosophy in Yakumo, in Harima I see a push, a way to try to live with this evil I carry inside me instead of letting it crush me. It's as if he's saying that even if no one really understands you, you can still move forward, stay true to yourself, and keep believing in what you love. I love his lifestyle in every single way imaginable, and in fact, many times my soul tries to become like him, such as participating in manga contests under a pseudonym in secret and much more. I can't explain it better, because all of this is beyond my ability to express. I really don't know how to describe what this character gave me and how much it meant to me. I can only say that Harima is my favorite character of all time in fiction, and the fact that he is, says a lot. And so ends this video in which I let myself go. I felt the need to say a few things, especially since a year has already passed. I hope you enjoyed some of it. See you next time.